Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the biggest mistake I've made and what I've learned from it. So for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Keisha. I help homesick moms create friendships, confidence, and adventure while living in new areas. So today we're going to get real, and I like real talk because we don't need to be fake, right? So I feel like sometimes we're tempted to hold this image of fake perfection in front of us, but really real talk is good because we can all learn from each other. So the biggest mistake that I've made was thinking that my value came from outside sources. So thinking that I need others to approve of me and tell me, so I knew, approve of who I am, approve of my choices, my actions, and all that stuff in order for me to feel loved, for me to feel enough, for me to feel like I was needed or valued, right? So in high school, I often fell to the background because I was very quiet and shy and very good at falling to the background, right? But I thought that meant that I wasn't cool or I wasn't important. I thought that it meant that I wasn't enough, because if I was cool enough, then people would talk to me, right? So I also had a close relationship where the person stopped greeting me, stopped saying hi or how's it going or things like that when we would meet again. And I thought that meant that I wasn't good enough, right? There's also been times where I don't feel pretty and I'm waiting to get, I was waiting to get some outside source telling me that I was pretty when I needed those words to come. And let's be honest, those words don't usually come because people around us don't even know what we're waiting for, if we're waiting for others to validate who we are, right? So I'd get this idea of who I was and then put it out into the world. And then if the feedback came back good, great. Yeah, that was awesome. If the feedback came back bad, then that meant that I was bad, right? So this idea that my value came from outside sources started to affect my self-confidence. I stopped taking risks. And when I stopped taking the risks, I also stopped making the impact in this world that I'm supposed to make, right? And that's totally on me. 100% my choice, my responsibility. If I felt out of control because I was giving my control to others, right, and waiting to hear their feedback. So my friends, don't hand over your control to others. Don't hand over your dreams and your ambitions to others to see if they are valuable or a good enough thing to go after, because God gave them to you. You're the reason that you are designed perfectly for that dream, and that's why you have it inside of you. And sometimes other people can't see the vision that you have or this idea and how it can build because they're not created for it. You are, right? They have their own things that they're created for. So don't be looking outside for someone else to validate that, right? So what I learned from this mistake, that if you wait for outside sources to validate you and to meet all of your needs and all of your insecurities, you'll be waiting for life. It's our personal responsibility to hold and to guard our value, not to just maintain it, because maintain kind of means staying the same, right? But to grow into who we're meant to be, right? So we are guarding it and then also moving into more of our value and our power within ourselves. So when you make the choice to stand in who you are created to be, valuing your ideas, valuing your dreams and yourself and how unique you are, because we're all unique, right? Let's stop hiding the fact that we're unique and we're different, because we're created to be this way. And usually that's where our dreams take root, right? So if we're all trying to look the same, then there's not going to be this positive change that we're created for happening in this world, right? So once you decide to stand in your value and who you are and claim it for yourself instead of looking out to outside sources, that's when massive change will come your way, right? That's when you're going to have the power to stand and to do your dreams, because it's no longer contingent on the approval of other people. So, oh, and by the way, if you feel like this is you, like you feel like you are looking outside of yourself for your value or to see if you're enough or if this is a good idea, and you're like waiting for others to tell you that it's good or bad, message me the word value, and I can send you what I did. Like, I wrote it out it's less than a page, like it's real short, but the steps that I moved through to get from seeking value from outside sources to being able to stand in my value. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. We're traveling again this weekend, which is good. It's gonna be fun. So I will talk to you guys on Monday. Bye, guys.